Hello everyone, I just want to welcome you to my YouTube channel and welcome you to my book Alone with Crazy Steve. So basically the whole reason that I wrote this book and I put it together was because of two of the biggest reasons in my life. Why now? Obviously everyone's going to be like, well, why do you write it now? Why didn't you write it 10 years ago, blah, blah. The reason I didn't write it that long ago was because I was still crazy in my head. I was still doing crazy stuff. I didn't really care about anything, to be quite honest with you. And I was still on the move, so I was doing my thing. So basically, there's two reasons that I wrote this book. The book's out now. I've had so many good people coming up to me and saying that they're so good, the read of it and stuff like that. You have to bear with me because I'm quite dyslexic as well, so my words don't come out too good. I'm trying. So there's two of the reasons was, one, I don't get to see three of my kids. That's obviously one of my main reasons. And I got ill not long ago and I was like, could have died. So for me, I wanted my kids to see, if they want to know who I was as a person, as a man, like from young to old, like who I was, every single thing about me. I don't want them to read, obviously, the brutal stuff about me. So that it wasn't in my intentions, but the person that I am today and why I am the person I am today, that's kind of the first reason. I feel like it was wrong for me not to see my kids personally. Second reason that I brought the book out, this is probably the main thing for me, was because of mental health. My past and my past history of my life, from a young age, from boarding schools, children's homes, remanded to local authority, prisons, and then coming out of jail, and my head just don't even know where I am, who I am, how do I fit into this world? How do I even fit in? What do I do? Which road do I take? That kind of stuff. It was one of the hardest things for me. It was fitting in. Someone with no education. I didn't even do my exams, nothing, because I was in prison at like 15. Where do I go? What do I do? That's kind of the whole ball part of my mental health, coming out and having to deal with that, and then having to face the massive struggles of life, like that kind of stuff, like getting into deep stuff with my friends, that were so-called my friends back then, and thinking this ain't the way, and then going that way, and that ain't the way, and that way, that ain't the way. Where do I go from now? Back to prison, or do you suck it up? So then I started drinking, I started taking drugs, that kind of stuff. And then obviously nearly 15 years ago now, I've been teetotal. I don't take no drugs or nothing like that. I don't drink, I don't smoke. 15 years ago, I changed my whole life around because I am done with the dramatic crap. Don't get me wrong, I'm still on my game. If it comes to me, that's a different story. But other than that, when it comes to drama on the streets and just general stupid crap, I'm not interested. That was kind of my main reason. And when I heard one of the comments literally this morning, actually, and they were saying that how it made them feel positive that I've come from that to that to that, and at the end of it, I've just got married, I'm really happy, I'm in a good place, and I'm finally getting myself to a place where I feel good about myself. So if you're out there and you have got mental health, you've got anxiety, depression, PTSD, or panic attacks, oh my God, if you've got panic attacks, I feel for you on another level. Panic attacks are so bad. They are literally so bad. They are one of the worst things for me. Anxiety and then panic attack on top of that. You get anxious, and then your panic attack starts. And people don't understand about panic attacks. They're like, oh, shut up, get your chin in the air, stop moaning, blah, 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 all that rubbish. You ain't got a clue what we're talking about. And I don't hate the people that say that, because at the end of the day, people that say that just don't know. And the panic attacks for me, I'm telling you, they're real in my head. They're so real. I would literally just have health anxiety, health panic attacks, and it just you think you're dying, this, that, and the other, and all this stuff. It's just so much in panic attacks where you literally feel like you can't breathe, or your body goes funny, your nervous system, your eyes go funny, blurry, double vision. There is so much that you see from a panic attack, and it's all from trauma. So if you have panic attacks, I feel sorry for you, and if I can help in any way, I would love to. But I would just want to say to the people out there that this is my book, Alone from Crazy Steve. If you want to get a copy and read it, it'd be appreciated, because if you've got mental health and that, you can sort of understand from my perspective what I went through, and hopefully if it can help you along the way, that if I've come out and said what I've said, then hopefully it will help you later on. The reason this channel's come about is basically that as from now, I'm going to be going across the whole of the UK. I'm going to be going into the towns and cities of the UK, and I'm going to be doing street interviews about mental health. And I'm going to be interviewing all different types of people. So people from rich backgrounds, people from poor backgrounds, people with drug addicts, people with gym addicts, from all different like types of people. So because mental health comes from different ways, it comes from all different types of people. The one thing I really hate, just to let you know, is people that are jumping on the mental health bandwagon, that are out there at the moment, and they're just like, yeah, do this and do that, and you're going to be a really good person and all this kind of stuff, and they've never even gone through mental health and struggles themselves. So they're kind of like just doing it for views and stuff like that. I genuinely, hand on my heart and soul, want to help people with mental health, with anxiety, depression, PTSD, and panic attacks. If I can help you in any way, I will, 100%. I would love to set up a counselling thing where I can actually do some sort of counselling with people. But my journey at the moment is to do street interviews, and I want to kind of see the world now and see the different mental health side of things, and like try and like from my side like see what people have been through, and I just for my own mind as well to see, like, because obviously I've always thought in my life that I was the only one that went through this. Clearly I'm not. Do you know what I mean? Clearly there's so much more people out there that's gone through what I've been through. So from my side, like I would love to go out there and like speak to people and understand their mental health and how it's affected them, and how what they've gone through and how they've got to where they are today, whether they're on drugs, whether they're not, whether they're successful or they're not, like, you know, and how we can come together and try and get people that are not to they are. Do you know what I mean? So there's a lot in mental health, genuinely, and my whole life's about mental health. I have got a number 2 book coming out, The Streets, with Crazy Steve, which would be all my underground stuff, which is like the actual criminal side of things I went through, with all that kind of stuff, which was quite brutal. You know, like I did do that kind of stuff, and I'm not going to sit here and shy away from it. So hopefully all you lovely people can get on board now and follow my stories, follow me, and it'll be great. And if you could literally like hit the subscribe button and follow me, that would be brilliant. And I swear I'll show you some amazing videos in the future. But yeah, so welcome to my channel. I hope you all have a great day.